Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we figured out how to do a little bit of grinding, and I did a little bit too much of it, but we're far from done, unfortunately. I need the Cachexia skill from my hexing characters, and they don't have it yet.
I will leave you to handle the academy.
We're here in Elysian doing just some cutscenes. The next time you walk into Elysian, you have to go through these cutscenes, and so I have business here, so I have to go through them. Specifically, the better lotion skills require some new components, which I can't buy. So, until I can buy them by coming here to Elysian, I can't use the skills.
So it's impossible to track all existing remnants.
For the moment, yes. But if we adjust this right here, I think we can increase the accuracy. This way, we might be able to find remnants that no one else has discovered yet.
You may be onto something. It's definitely worth a try.
Great!
She's a bright young lady.
Is Little Rush in a bad mood?
You miss having her need you, don't you?
Whatever.
Who knows what remnants could be hiding under our noses? They can look like anything. Maybe even a Mitra.
Remember that
You have
comment.
quite an imagination.
Mitra is what they call humans in this world, by the way. Couldn't just call them humans.
The meeting over already?
It was cancelled. The lords of Melfina, Baltarosa, Royosha, and Selapalais. None were present.
This cannot be a coincidence.
We have been asked to find out where they are and why.
Ugh, the Duke of Gore sure is a slave driver.
We must leave immediately. As for you, Miss Irina...
I'll go too!
But... that... well...
Mr. David, I beg of you. There has to be something I can do to help. And... I don't want to be scared of my power for the rest of my life.
All right. You may accompany us. Emmy, I place you in charge of her. Teach her a few things about self-defense.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you so much, Mr. David.
Though I don't know what Emmy has to teach, because let's just look at party character stats here. Irina here has 889 hit points and 33 strength, okay. Compared to Emmy's, what? Well, she has like 200 more hit points. She's actually harder to kill than Emmy. Anyway. The place we're going here is on Tula Street, and this is just a very quick stop. But I do want to show you why I've been doing this particular grinding method. It's one of the well-established ones. There's another one that's actually been kicked around. It requires you to not recruit Glenys, though. It again uses the spawns associated with a quest. Anyway, as you can see, we have 6 Bai Zes here at 70,000 a pop, and we're, 2/3 of the way towards 1,000,000 gold. And we'll go through that, don't worry. But the important thing to buy here are these Vigor Beans, which allow Gaou to use Hartshorn. I may not buy the Shock Berries, which you need for Cyclone Cream, which nobody knows yet. But I'll do that shopping and be right back. So I bought up everything, and that cost me about 200,000 gold for a full set. I bought up everything. That'll last me for a while. I mean, some of those things I can't even use yet. The other thing I'm doing here in Elysian is there's a guy here at the guild I want to recruit, but we have to hand in some guild tasks first. And it's not that one. I'm just going to jump down to it. There's 3 dragon eggs. We got those for splitting a Bai Ze. Now Rush can use the explosives skill set, which you would think is useful, but it's not. It's just too expensive. I mean, I have plenty of money now, but there are better ways to do damage, and it's just... The only advantage to the item weapon arts, or the item combat arts, is that they don't cost AP, they cost stuff. So, sometimes that's important, but it's so rarely useful that I just don't bother with them. So, I am going to go into Rush's setup
Impressive,
here, and just turn off Flash Bomb. I don't even think I have the components for it, but just in case. There is one character in the game who... Well, there are 2 characters in the game who start with a fair amount of explosives and can make better use of them, but that also allows you to hire this guy, Iridus. This is sort of a cute way to get around one of the other guild quests, or guild tasks, which involves the Lance of Longinus, which requires you to build one. You can either build one, or you can have somebody in your party have one. He doesn't have one to start, but he does get one just through upgrade paths. So he's just going to sit in my party and use the components, since they kind of copy components that are sitting in your inventory. He'll do that, and then I won't have to actually do anything to get that item. I hope. That's something I'm just experimenting with. Anyway, I'll meet you back out on the world map. And I also went to Athlum and bought up all the herbs I needed. My next objective is going to be another quest, which this one is not really missable. It's always here, but you miss the best reward of it if you don't do it on time, if you wait too long to do it. And we already talked to Caedmon. If you hadn't done this yet, he would be outside saying, hey, I've got something else to say to you. Because he's got the Silver Falcons Part 3, if you couldn't guess it. Like the previous 2 Silver Falcons quests, it's going to be fairly big battle. And I think I might actually set up my party a little differently to do something cute, and I'll do that off screen. This may be a little suicidal. This battle is not actually as easy as I wanted it to be. But anyway, I have 5 unions still, but I have 2 of them as sort of very lightly staffed. I essentially took my 4 highest hit point party members that had healing skills and made them into 2 unions. So I have 1 union which is really very full, 1 union which is pretty full, 2 sort of skeleton staff unions, and 1 all mystic union. Anyway, Silver Falcons Part 3 is essentially a repeat of Nest of Eagles. I'm not going to use Gabriel this time, though I'm going to use something kind of similar. And once again, well, this first group, the Mystic group, will stay sort of at a distance. Everybody else is just going to charge in. Unfortunately, not everybody's in range. Which is actually probably going to be bad for the Irina Gaou team. Alright. I guess this Caedmon's group is refusing to do what I actually want them to do. Irina also knows Omni Strike. I'm not actually going to have her use it. I'm just going to have them heal. They got lucky. That's always the risk of having sort of low hit point unions. Though, you know, those unions have almost as many hit points as some of the other unions I've been using. They're just split among fewer characters. Alright, so I think this will work. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's try... Well, I want to target the Union. A Union actually has a fair number of hit points. Okay. Except I think I targeted the wrong Union, because now they're dead. Oh well. We'll have another opportunity to do this. I'm gonna split this video and, you know, end it mid-fight. I try to avoid doing that, but this video is already kind of long, so... Yeah, it's just being awkward. But this is what we're doing. Goodbye. And the reinforcements show up, and that's all the time we have for this video, so next time we're going to continue to spam whiteout at them as often as we can. See you then.